One thing I really appreciate about the Lord is that He is such a good, loving daddy. And I'm so thankful, as I told my husband through the years, that Jesus did not come to earth as an arrogant king. He came as an humble servant born in a manger to common people, although they were of the house of David, the royal house of David, in my opinion. But he can use, here's my point, he can use humble things like this cheap little dowel stick for, I don't know, 25 cents, and this bit of cloth I got for like $1 or $2 with my humble little stitches, and certainly not perfectly straight, used with my sewing machine and only paid 95 bucks for, something like that, and even frayed material. I think the Lord, just like a Bible that's well worn and the pages falling out, and I think that's more pleasing to Him, like this frayed cloth, where I've actually used it several times, and that's why it's frayed, than something that looks brand new and is not used. Another thing is that you can see that the edges of this lame frays. You want to be sure and zigzag stuff like this that frays, just like I did. Again, it's not neat. It's not even... I was making this just for a quickie personal worship tool for my personal time with the Lord. And it frays. It's frayed up into the zigzag, but you know, it doesn't go past the zigzag. It's a border, so you want to be sure on any kind of material that frays like that. And I would actually advise every material, even something like this. I don't even know what this is, what it's called. It's got a lot of cotton in it. It has some edges on the piece that I'm using, but this raw edge, like where I cut it, that'll need to be zigzagged. I would advise any piece of material you get for any kind of flag or streamer, like this. Here's another one. Like this. This is another one. That you put some kind of finishing stitch on it, because otherwise it is going to start tearing apart unless it has its own finished edge that you use, like this one that came from the factory. So you always want, in your worship flags and your streamers that are made of any kind of cloth, you always want to use a finishing zigzag type stitch. At the very least, a basic straight stitch. But zigzag is better for the reason it helps prevent more frays. There you go.